Welcome to Kristiansand on Norway's southern coastline, where here on the waterfront, this former 1930s grain silo has been transformed into a fitting home for the largest collection of Nordic modernist art. This is Kunstsilo. In recent years, Norway has made a major play for attention on the European art scene. The capital city Oslo has made international headlines, with the high-profile openings of the vast new National Museum and Munch, the long-awaited home base for the works and story of Norway's most famous artist, Edvard Munch. Yet, beyond the capital, another Norwegian city is quietly carving out its own space in the world of art and architecture. Kristiansand, best known within Norway for its family-friendly zoo and amusement park, and its golden beaches, is now making waves for a very different reason. The city's newest cultural landmark, Kunstsilo, has transformed a historic grain silo into a striking contemporary art museum. I spoke to one of the managers to find out more about the story of this remarkable building's transformation.
Hi, I'm Elbjørg Dahl. I'm the commercial director here at Kunstsilo. The grain silo in Kristiansand, where we are right now, was finished in 1935. It was at that time drawn by architects Arne Korsmo and Sverre Aasland. And in 3 weeks, they were able to build this grain silo in 1935. In 1939, they received a wonderful award with excellence in architecture in the field of functionalism. Many years later, they shut down the grain activity here in the silo. In 2015, Nicolai Tangen gave his collection 1,500 pieces of Nordic modernist art from Iceland, Norway, Finland, Denmark and Sweden to his hometown Kristiansand. A great idea came from him and friends to transform the old grain silo in the city to the new art museum. In 2016, we had an architect competition, an international one, and more than 100 different suggestions came to us from wonderful architects everywhere. And out came a winner, and the winner were, at that time, 3 bureaus. It was the Mestervåge, the Bax and Mendoza. And they won the competition, and we are right now in this wonderful grain silo from 1935, transformed into a powerhouse of art and architecture in Kristiansand, Norway.
This regional art museum has been covered in the New York Times and Time magazine, amongst others, and it's on track to record almost 250,000 visitors in its first year of opening. I wanted to find out what all the fuss was about. From my base at Radisson Blu Caledonian Hotel, it was a simple 10 minutes walk around Fiskebrygge to Kunstsilo. The location next to the equally striking Kilden Concert Hall means it's impossible to miss on the Kristiansand waterfront. Entering the building, there is an undeniable wow factor. You just can't help but look up and admire what's been done here. This is the dramatic Silo Hall, created by removing 3,500 tons of concrete and reinforcing what's left of the structure. I took the lift to the top to take a closer look at what remained. One of the most striking, if slightly dizzying, features of the silo is this beautiful stairwell, which I used to reach each of the floors in turn when I explored the rest of the museum. On the far wall of the hall, this curious scene on a giant video screen quickly caught my attention. I soon realised that it was controlled by none other than a human heartbeat. There's a lot of interactive elements within Kunstsilo, and a lot for children to do too, both in the form of organised events and just regular exhibits. Despite this striking first impression at Kunstsilo, it is Tangen's donation of Nordic modernist art that truly defines the museum's identity. The man himself, currently CEO of Norges Bank Investment Management, is thrilled with the result. When we donated this collection, I had no idea it could be this wonderful. It has surpassed all expectations. That's what Tangen said at the opening of Kunstsilo in 2024. One notable piece in the Tangen collection is Marianne Heske's iconic Gjerdeler, considered to be one of Norway's most important works of art. This former hay barn from Tafjord received a great reception in Paris, but a less than enthusiastic one on its return to Norway. However, it now takes pride of place next to a synthetic resin version at the top of Kunstsilo. Kunstilo's offerings extend far beyond the Tangen collection, with a dynamic lineup of temporary exhibitions forming the core of its programme. One such highlight when I visited was Playing with Fire, which marks British artist Edmund de Waal's Norwegian debut, together with Danish ceramicist Axel Salto. Visitors on guided tours are even invited to participate. They're given a chunk of modelling clay, and these are some of the results. This portrait gallery presented another opportunity for visitors to get involved thanks to this red backdrop. And of course, I had to take the opportunity. On the second floor, S-Lab offers immersive productions. Currently, it hosts Ocean Deep, an exhibition exploring fragile and endangered ocean ecosystems, where art and technology merge to let visitors interact with the artwork in real time. Finally, there's the food. There's a bar on the top floor with what I assume will be a fantastic view, although the weather wasn't exactly on my side during my visit, as you can see. Down on the ground floor, a brasserie serves an all-day menu of interesting local dishes. I heartily recommend this fantastic fish soup. There's also, of course, a gift shop. Kunstsilo's striking silhouette stands adjacent to another modern building in the form of the Kilden Performing Arts Centre, as I mentioned before. This bold architecture houses a theatre and a concert hall. Its undulating oak-clad waterfront facade has created a dramatic cultural landmark together with Kunstsilo. Just before I left, Elbjørg had one more thing to add about a unique way to travel to Kunstsilo, which you might be interested in.
You can actually visit Kristiansand by flying in to the airport here, walk about 300 meters and then enter a boat. As in Venice, we have the same opportunity. And 15-minute boat trip from the airport is Kunstsilo here in Kristiansand.
If you've enjoyed this video, please do check out Life in Norway on Patreon. Backers get early access to all my videos and exclusive Norway travel tips from yours truly, a travel writer who has lived in Norway for 14 years now. If Kunstsilo has piqued your interest, check this video out next to see more of what there is to see and do down here in Kristiansand. And as always, thank you for watching.